what I find is that most people have unmet needs and don't fully know how to get those needs met. The needs for connection, the need for love, the need for fulfillment. And the way the world is not created, but the way the world is that it's not really yet designed to bring everyone's unique nature to the forefront and to let people have an opportunity to thrive and be the love and light that they are. Because they're too busy having to work a job and not having enough resources in their lives. And the stresses and strains of relationships, of work, of finance, all lead to feelings of scarcity, not having enough, not being enough. And from the time we are very young, most of us are given, when we are crying or upset, most of us are given something sweet to help us feel better. And we learned that association. Feel bad, get something sweet or salty, anything good that we like. And that association happens so many times, it becomes a pattern, and it becomes an unconscious pattern. And so then we end up having stress of any form in our lives, and there is an unconscious pattern within us that says, food, something good, something I want, something that'll make me happy, something that'll ease the stress. And then we go for it and we eat. Now, one of the great challenges with this is that usually we're not saying, I crave vegetables. I crave a big, beautiful salad. Some people may, but most are not. So we eat things that may not necessarily be healthy for us. And it leads to, which I've heard you speak of, a cycle of eating and then feeling guilt while one is eating, and then eating so much that one doesn't feel good physically, and then one feels shame. And that shame can also lead to self-hatred. And self-hatred is a very strong word, but I often share with people, if you ever say to yourself, I'm such an idiot, that's not self-kindness. That is a form of self-hatred. And everyone has said that to themselves. So, Marie, when you're working with people, how do you help them with this?
Yeah, because you can't just tell people, well, love yourself. then your problem is solved. I mean,
sprinkle fairy dust.
Yeah,
on it.
I wish I could. I mean, but this is not my way of doing it. First, I think that it's important for me to tell people that, and myself, because this includes myself too, I have self-criticism also, and like everyone else. So I think it's important for people to know that this is not their fault. This is your brain, you and my brain, and everyone else, human being's brain is designed so that when you feel troubled, when you feel scared, and that could be like something, someone yells at you, or you just have this self-criticism, self-hatred going on inside your head, your brain is designed to trying to fix it, trying to get away, trying to avoid. There's this certain part of your brain trying to avoid this uncomfortable thing. So, and that part of the brain is very old. This is what apes does. This is what, um, what do you say? What is like? Oh, what is this animal called? Very old animal. They crawl and they're like a spider, or what is that called in English? Anyways, very old animals being on the planet for so long. This is what all these, animals have in common. This old brain, it's 98% of our brain doing this. And then we have this new brain, which can actually trying to solve these problems. It can think, it can analyze, it can do stuff. So people who eats because there is something uncomfortable, like emotions going on, or going on inside, they eat. It's like a part of this brain trying to fix the felt emotions. So one big step and one big understanding is, this is not your fault. This is, you have it inside your brain, this tendency to try to avoid what's difficult, right? This is so important, because otherwise it's just this bad cycle of self-hatred, and then I eat, and then I hate myself even more, and then I eat even more, and then get into this very bad negative cycle. Mm-hmm. So the counterpart of this is practicing self-compassion. And self-compassion is this is what you do when you meet the uncomfortable emotion, or the part of you that gets scared. Then you have self-compassion, meeting the emotion instead of eating the emotion. So you meet it and you not eat it. And that part of the brain is also biological. Everyone can have compassion for ourselves, for others, and we can have compassion from others. This is why we are we are still here on the planet and not the dinosaurs, because we can take care of our kids, right? So there is this part of the brain being able to have self-compassion. But when you're stressed and when we have a very busy life, you're not really activating this part of the brain. So working with clients is helping them activating this biological part of the brain, so they can have ease, peace, and clarity. And when you have clarity and you have peace in your life, you take much, much wiser choices. So that means that when you're scared, or you're stressed, and you feel the craving, the pull towards food, then you will be able to meet yourself in a different way, with no self-criticism, but with compassion. And then you choose not to eat, because it's not a part of the self-compassion thing. You want to do something even more wise and clever to yourself, like not eat, but taking care of your emotions instead.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.